Hello everybody, I am back. Sarah Baldwin here from Bella Luna Toys. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And for those of you who are longtime friends or been following me for a while, it's just so nice to say hello again and to be reconnecting with old friends and making new ones. If you're new to the channel, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a former Waldorf teacher and author. I'm the mother of 2 grown Waldorf graduates. And for the past 13 years or so, I've been serving as president of Bella Luna Toys, which is an online retailer of toys, natural toys, crafts, art supplies inspired by Waldorf education. And if you've been following me for a while, you may have noticed that I haven't recorded a new Sunday with Sarah video in quite some time, for over 2 years now. Recently, many of you have been messaging us and asking about me, where I am and if I'm okay. Well, I'm here to tell you I'm very much still alive and I'm very well, and I'm so excited to be back. But I'd love to fill you in on what's been happening over the last couple of years, because a lot has been happening both in my personal life and with the company. And I'm here to share that information with you today. So I'm so pleased to announce the relaunch of my Sunday with Sarah video series. We will be publishing a new video monthly. Our plan is to launch a new one on the first Sunday of every month. And in addition, hope to launch a weekly Instagram live event so that I can speak directly with you and answer questions on parenting, play, education, homeschooling, pretty much you name it. But now to, what's been going on. The last couple of years have been a double whammy for me, both personally and professionally. About 3 years ago, I very suddenly and unexpectedly got divorced after 32 years of marriage. And although I would now describe myself as happily divorced, and I maintain a very good relationship with my ex-husband, I'm very respectful. Any of you who've ever been through it know that divorce is never easy. It was a huge thing to adjust to in my life, with my kids grown and flown, and my ex having moved out. Even my pets died. I had a bird, and as some of you may have heard in the background in some of my older videos, and a dog. Both live very long lives. But for the first time in my life, I was living completely alone. And it was a challenge, but it was also a real opportunity for me, a time of growth and introspection, spiritual growth, learning to be alone and to actually enjoy that. So after my divorce, I just assumed that I would be single the rest of my life, and that was really fine with me. I got to a place where I was living a very happy life. The business had grown. I had my colleagues at work, wonderful people I work with, and friendships in Maine. So I was not looking for a new relationship. So before my divorce, my ex-husband and I shared a dream of moving to Italy together, retiring in Italy. And that was a dream that really inspired me to work hard and kept me going. But so after the divorce, I had to let go of that dream. I had to learn to take care of a 200-year-old farmhouse by myself. And it was hard. But I remember that on the morning that my divorce was to become final on our court date, a friend of mine sent me a message that morning, a quote from the author Joseph Campbell that says, "We must be willing to let go of the life we had planned to make room for the life that is waiting for us." That morning, the quote didn't really cheer me up. I thanked him anyway as I headed off to court. But fast forward a few months. I was in New York City for the New York Toy Fair, and I unexpectedly met a very charming and funny Brazilian man who lived in London. We met at a coffee shop, we had a great conversation, and I learned that he had brought his daughter to New York City as a gift for her 18th birthday. Anyway, it was just a chance meeting, and he was lovely. I had a meeting at the toy fair. I said goodbye and assumed I would never see him again. Well, we ended up keeping in touch every day from the day we met through text messaging and video chats and phone calls. And after a month or so, I decided to go to London to visit him. And it was wonderful. So I had never been to London before, even though I've traveled many places. We had a wonderful week together. And later that week that I was there, I was riding through London on the back of his motorcycle, feeling a bit like Audrey Hepburn in the movie Roman Holiday, if you've ever seen it. She's riding in the back through Rome on the back of Gregory Peck's motorcycle. And I felt so exhilarated and so excited and so alive. And then suddenly that quote came back to me. And I'm not sure I have the quote exactly, but it says, "Be prepared to let go of the life you had planned, to make room for the life that is waiting for you." In that moment I thought, how could I ever have imagined the life that was waiting for me? When I just thought my life as I knew it was over. It was an incredible experience, and I'm happy to say we've been together for 3 years now, and traveling in spite of COVID. I've done a lot of traveling around the world together, dividing our time between Europe and Maine, and we're still very much in love and even talking about marriage, but I'll let you know. So that's what's been going on with me personally. The changes during this same period with Bella Luna Toys and the company have been equally as dramatic. So we all know what happened in early 2020. When the pandemic began and the lockdown started in March, schools all across the US were closing, and suddenly everybody is becoming a homeschooler. Well, we're a company that sells educational toys, games, puzzles, books, crafts, art supplies, which suddenly were so in demand, and people couldn't go out to local stores to shop for them. But our busy season is usually the holidays, and Christmas had passed. It's usually normally a slow time of year. Suddenly we were busier than ever. The challenge was we didn't have enough staff. We couldn't hire new people to bring into our little work pod, and it was such a confusing time trying to know how to operate. Should we operate? Wiping down everything, equipment, every couple of hours. Really stressful time, as I'm sure you can all relate. But because we got so busy and because we were such a small team, we all had to pitch in to do whatever needed to be done to get orders out the door and to continue operating. So that meant I was picking and packing orders along with the rest of our team, gathering trash, counting items as they came in, whatever needed to be done. So after things started to normalize again, after vaccines became available and our staff was vaccinated, our sales were still way up because we had gained so many new customers during the pandemic who were returning. We grew so much so quickly that it was becoming increasingly difficult for me to manage a business the size we had become. So then, in another unexpected twist of fate, I was approached early in 2021 by Haba USA to find out if I had any interest in having Bella Luna Toys become part of the Haba family group. So if you are unfamiliar with Haba, let me give you a little background. Bella Luna Toys has been selling Haba toys since its founding in 2002. Haba is based in Germany. It's an 85-year-old family business, and they're known for their high-quality wooden toys, baby toys, teethers, block sets, games, award-winning games. They're a wonderful company that we've always been proud to carry. So I was thrilled when this opportunity came along to partner with Haba. It couldn't have happened at a better time. Haba is a company that I deeply respect and admire, and their larger organization was going to be able to provide us with the resources we needed to reach more families and to kind of take Bella Luna Toys to the next level that we had all dreamed of. So Bella Luna Toys officially became a member of the Haba family group in July last year in 2021. So now some things have changed and others will not change. So what has not changed? Well, I'm still here and continue to serve as president of Bella Luna Toys. I continue to be involved in the selection of the wide variety of toys that we curate from toy makers from all over the world and that we've become known for. And our commitment to offering families the best collection of natural toys inspired by Waldorf education has not changed. So what has changed? Well, perhaps the biggest change so far is that in early 2022, our warehouse moved from its longtime location in Rockland, Maine to upstate New York to combine facilities with Haba USA's headquarters. What this means for our customers is by combining our shipping operations, it will keep our shipping costs lower, which we can pass on to our customers to keep shipping rates as low as possible. And it also means being in a more central location of the U.S. than far northeastern Maine, we can get packages to more of you more quickly. But one of the most important changes is that by partnering with Haba, our team has grown significantly. And that means that most of the day-to-day administrative tasks that were taking up so much of my time as the business grew have been taken off my plate so that I can get back to doing the work that I love, which is connecting with you, sharing my love of Waldorf education, supporting families with young children. We've also assembled a dream team of really talented individuals who understand my vision for Bella Luna Toys and share the same passion I have for curating a collection of the most beautiful toys in the world that will nourish a child's senses and develop their imaginations and inspire creative play. So to that end, I am thrilled to be back to connect with all of you and with old and new customers alike, and really looking forward to getting back to producing new Sunday with Sarah videos for you. So if you've just stumbled on this video and you're here for the first time, be sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking the link below, clicking the little notification bell to be notified every time there's a new video, and you will receive notifications of the videos on which I'll be discussing the importance of play, education, Waldorf education, other forms of education, homeschooling. Sometimes we'll be sharing craft tutorials, songs and verses. So it's what I really love to do and look forward to sharing more with you. So now that you know that I'm still alive and well, I love answering your questions. So if you have a question on any of those topics, please leave it in the comments below and I'll do my best to either respond to your comment or maybe on a future video. So let me just say again, it's so great to be back. Thank you again for your support. I look forward to seeing you again next month. Happy spring, be well, and be safe.